Jev, we're back. Round 5 for the 100k multi. Jev, we're off to gather round.
As usual, we're trying to turn $10 into 100k betting on the footy.
Jev, it was an awesome show, and the premiership pie is finally back.
The percentage, what percentage everyone's winning the premiership. Das, we're heading to gather round. We're betting on the footy. We're going to the Cumbie. We're going to the Hill. We're drinking beers. What else are we doing?
1 million Imperials, Jev. We're going to have 1 million Chislers. You know where to find us.
At 100k Sports. Instagram, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Send to a mate this weekend. We want as many people on the Hill riding this bet with us.
It's going to be awesome. See you there. Welcome back to the show that's louder than a Razor Ray whistle. The show that shattered the next 4 months. Will Day will be a cripple. We're off to Adelaide, the mecca of mids and meat trades. And on the hills, Bulk Piss is where we will be for 4 days.
Nice.
The D's are confused and the Blues have lost their source. And Tex is still kicking snags like it's par for the course. It's gather round where the footy is fast and the beers are cold. And if this multi gets up, we'll be shouting pints as we'll be drowning in gold. Welcome back to the 100k Footy Show. Every week we get together, collect our best bets for the weekend, slap a cool, hard, crisp $10 on it in pursuit to try and win $100,000. Boys, this season we are sponsored by PointsBet, as we are all season. Boys, good to be back, Jev. Well done. Big week coming up.
Another incredible introduction. You are in some great form. Great form. Boys, what does a pizza delivery driver and a gynecologist have in common?
What's that?
They can both get close enough to smell the goods, but if you take a bite, you're in deep shit.
Yeah. We got me that a couple of weeks ago.
So much gynecology gear.
No, I have a couple of gynecology
Is this reheating soup?
I don't mind.
This is good. All right, boys. Now, a very big welcome to our captain of the ship, the Red Baron, the Red Rifle, Long Dong Silver, the Red Bearded Haggard, Blood Nuts, Grape Drapes, the Sauce Pasty, the Red Rocket, Captain Carrot, the Crimson Comet, the Ginger General, the Red Stone, the Devil's Mop, Luke Morgan, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, thanks for having me. Das, footy is
Footy's back. Footy's
I said
back.
I'd keep saying it until gather round, and it truly feels like gather round is back. I said it last week. There's not a single place in the world I'd rather be, and that this week stands for the Hill. The Hill is the only place I want to watch footy from now on. Just 6 games at Adelaide Oval, and that's exactly what we're doing.
I cannot wait for it. Boys, it's going to be a monstrous week. This is pretty much every footy fan's grand final.
Absolutely.
We always say when you're on footy trips are great. But you're sitting in the pub, it's off season, you're sucking gas, but there's nothing on.
No.
This is literally, you get to go and watch the footy. Everything's close. You got the casinos close. The Crazy Horse is just around the corner. There's multiple chicken salad sandwich places everywhere, which we'll touch on a little bit later for the Zinger sandwich, boys. But let's touch on last week's multi.
Yeah, please.
We had an absolute belter. I reckon this is our best in 2 years.
Yeah.
Honestly, 17 out of 20 legs. We went at 85%.
Yeah.
So let's go through. So for anyone that's new, we always go through good legs, bad legs, except they're no bad legs. They're stiff legs. So let's read it through. Jev, any stiff legs?
Yeah, just Nick Blakey for 20. Had it every game this year. Didn't have his 20. Only had 14. He started on fire. So I watched first minute. He had about 4 touches at first minute, and then he just never got
Had
20.
11 at half time,
11
didn't
and a
he?
half times.
Wow.
So I only had 3 second half touches, so a bit stiff.
That is stiff, and I spoke to Jev before the show, Das, and I think we probably fell into the hole that we do every single year.
Which is?
Mine was the exact same, betting on the same players for slightly too long.
Yeah.
Because they're only about to miss. It's
Yeah.
just the nature of the beast, and mine was an exact example of that. Off the back of 230 pieces, I went back to the well with Jaeger O'Meara for 20. I only had 15.
Yeah.
That's my only stiff leg.
Stiff because he had a week off.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it.
And I said he was sick of the sharing, and I just think we need
He looked it.
get that in the betting bylaws.
Yeah.
Probably about round 3.
You
Just
give him a
bit of
spell.
refresh.
Yeah,
We'll be
no.
back to the
Now,
pack.
boys, this is a stiff leg because we copped some bad mail against the worst team in the comp. We had Jake Stringer for 2. We thought he was going to absolutely piece up the West
Mithius.
Coast Eagles.
The parcel.
He didn't kick one. He had 2 shots on goal and just sprayed them. Easy shots. He looked frustrated. He will be out of that side in a week if he doesn't perform this week.
Yeah, he's due a big week.
Their twos have so many good young players. But let's touch on the good legs, boys. So listen up, strap in. This is good intel. This is good betting. We are seeing the board so well at the moment, Jeff.
Yeah, Liver King. We only had Liver King Riley Philthorpe for 1. He kicked 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlie Cameron for 2. He kicked
Yeah.
3. We took on Jesse Hogan for 4. He kicked 9.
Yeah.
Josh Treacy for 2. He kicked 3. And we
Yep.
had Sam Darcy for 2. He kicked 5.
Fuck, that's
so
great.
we took him on and we took him down, basically.
A couple of them hit twice or 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. I had Isaac Rankin for 20 at 21. Ashcroft for 20 at 24 and 2, mind you. Curtis, anytime he kicked 2. Finn Callahan for 25. He had 25 on the dot. Mickey Frederick for any time. He kicked 3. He's in some
Nice.
serious
Yeah,
form.
he's great.
And old Slim Gravy Vandermeer. So anytime.
Void.
Got the void because
Yeah.
he subbed at half time. And
We'll
if he
take
had
that.
played the full game, 100% he would have kicked
Oh,
it.
everyone knew that.
Ben Keys for a snag, all off work rate. I'll tell you what, if you need something, just, mate, the Ben Keys is you. Hugh McCluggage for 20, Larky for 2, Libba for 25, Shy for 1, and Jack Higgins for 2. He's almost the best small forward in the comp. He's so reliable.
He's on fire.
He kicked 3, especially when they needed it against Port on the road, and he hates Adelaide.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Jack Higgins we're going to get this week because he hates
I
Adelaide.
appreciate the honesty, though.
Yeah, it's so
I loved
good.
it.
All right, boys, I'm so excited to bring this back. So we are reintroducing for season 2025 the Premiership Pie. It's hotter than the Hawks streak at the moment, more reliable than the Cats winning at home, and more satisfying than a Bombers loss. It's flaky, it's hearty, and definitely the best thing you'll bite into all day. Boys, this is going to be unbelievable, unless you're a Blue supporter, of course, or a Melbourne supporter. The very first official Premiership Pie for 2025. Boys, we're back. Jeff, hit us.
Oh, thank you. So, for those that don't know, the Premiership Pie, it's, you get a pie graph, a percentage of the pie, you get a piece of the pie. It's who's winning the Premiership at this stage of the year, after round 4 of the AFL season, round 4, round 5.
Yep.
So, I've got 10 teams on the pie.
That's fair.
10 teams, but I'll give you teams that are 0% to win the Premiership.
They can't win it.
0%,
Lines
they will
through
not
'em.
put a line through them. West Coast, Carlton, Melbourne, Richmond, Essendon, North Melbourne, Port Adelaide, and I'm so sorry. The Saints aren't winning the Premiership.
You put a line through it.
I'm impressed with them.
Yep.
They're not winning the Premiership. They're not lifting the cup at the end of the season.
No, that's fair.
Let's get into the pie. So
Let's
1%, 1%, the tiniest little sliver of the pie, the Western Bulldogs. I'm a sucker on the Dogs. I think they're really good. I think they're really well coached. I think they've got this kid that is an absolute unicorn that has the best player in the comp as his ceiling.
Vandermeer?
And they've also got one of the best players we've ever seen, making sure he rehabs properly so when he comes back, he stays back. If you have 2 top 10 players in the comp in Sam Darcy, Marcus Bontempelli, I think there's always a way you're a chance to win the flag.
Yep.
So 1%.
Appreciate it.
5%. I got 4 teams at 5%. Freo. I'm sticking to my preseason thoughts on Freo. Although I haven't been overly impressed by them, me and Das both tipped them to be the minor premiers. We both thought the over 12.5 wins was lock of the year.
Still is.
We still haven't seen Hayden Young or Sean Darcy yet. Shy Bolton's finally starting to get going.
Yeah.
Tracy looks as good as advertised. I'm not selling on Freo. I still think they can win the flag. Only 5%.
that's
Collingwood as well, 5%. You have to give Collingwood some love. They just know how to win games.
Yeah.
They have a fantastic system run by high IQ veteran footballers.
Love that.
And they've got the kid. If you've got a top 3 player, a nationally known top 3 player in Nick Dacos, you're always a chance. 5% also Gold Coast and Adelaide. They just passed the eye test, don't they?
Yeah.
They're both awesome.
Yeah.
They are
Great
both
game on the
awesome.
weekend, Jeb.
The Crows do it with a heap of firepower in the forward line and unbelievable efficiency, and just defenders who are dogs, like no-name defenders who just defend with their ass off. And the Suns do it with young guns finally growing up, and it's all starting to click for them. And Dimmer's system finally starting to show, and they're nailing it. They put that much talent on the park. Sam Collins, Mac Andrews, Bodie Hewland, Dan Rioli,
Bodie
and
Hewland's huge.
John Noble. Anderson and Rao, Bailey Humphrey, Sam Flanders, Took, Ben Long, Jed Walter, Ben King, Jared Witts. All these players are in
Good
career
players.
best form.
Yep.
They're all playing so well. They might have been no-names for the season. If you're watching the Suns now, they're all good players. 10% of the pie. 2 teams with 10% of the pie. Sydney Swans, Geelong Cats. They're just veteran, experienced, well-coached teams that know how to win football games and have a fantastic home ground advantage. Where the Cats are mixing some young guns like Connor O'Sullivan with some new guns like Bailey Smith, with the old guns like Jez and Danger, they're just getting it all clicking. You know the Cats will be there when the whips are cracking. And the Swans are just trying to stack wins and stay afloat while they get back Errol Goulden, Callum Mills, Papley, McDonald, Malik, and 9 guys from their grand final side not playing at the moment. If they just keep stacking wins, they're going to start flying for the second half of the year.
Right.
They're playing fine right now. So that was 50% of the pie to 7 teams. The other 50% of the pie is equally shared to these 3 teams. I think we all know there's 3 teams that are clearly a tier above the other teams.
Yeah.
That's 16% to GWS, 16% to Hawthorn, and 16% to the Brisbane Lions. I think these 3 teams are clearly the top tier of the AFL. They're stacking wins. They have A-grade talent. They're all extremely well coached, and they've just got it. If I had to pick one over the other 2, it would be the Giants. I think they have the number 1 key forward and the number 1 key back in the comp. Or to go with A-grade talent everywhere. The Lions are just an experienced winning side that have played a million games together and never phased at any margin, never blink, just get it done. And everyone sees it with the Hawks. They fix their key backstocks. They have superstar game-winning forwards ahead of the ball, and their midfielders in career best form. So, yeah, that's my premiership pie.
I love it.
I'll
So 16.66 each.
Yeah.
What do you have to give?
Yeah. Oh, well, you might have to minus a little so you can sneak that 1% of the dogs in.
We'll have a look. We'll have a look at the final. That's,
101%.
I think it's fair. I honestly think that's fair. My thing would be Das. He's got the Swans at 10%, Gold Coast and Adelaide at 5%. If you're a Gold Coast fan or an Adelaide fan, would you feel a little hard done by it all?
Yeah, you would.
Just a little bit.
You think you get robbed right in front of you, but that's why it's Jeff's pyramid. Pyramid pie.
Last year
Premiership
I had
pie.
the Swans at 50% this time of year.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Ballsy.
50. I had them at 70% in the year. Thought they were certain and they got it. They lost grand final day.
Hey, it's an evolving pie.
It's evolving pie.
I love that. I love that you've written 10 teams off as well.
Make sure you comment in
Not
below.
10,
8 teams off.
8 teams off, 10
like
teams
that.
in the
Saints
pie.
fans, comment. Let us know
I'm
what you
sorry,
reckon.
Saints fans.
I think, though, if you're realistic,
You love winning games,
Yeah.
but you know you're not lifting the premiership trophy.
but if you're also a Saints fan, you could say, you know what, give us a %.
Give us a %.
Let us know.
Give us 8%.
Well done, Jeff. Hey, that's
well
awesome,
done. That's
as
the first
always.
one. I'm sure the comments are going to be nice, and I'm sure they're going to agree because it's absolutely perfect for this time of year. All right, boys,
So-
coming up next, we got the round 5. Round 5 edition
Gather
of the
round.
100K.
Gather round edition.
Mate, this is going to be awesome. We've got a few things coming up, so make sure you hang around. We'll be right back. All right, guys, you've made it this far. Thank you so much. If you can do us a massive favour, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And if you want to get involved with the community a lot more with our Patreon and Discord, the link is in the link tree. Only $2 a week. You guys can be involved in absolutely everything. So we've got all of our footy chats, all our best bets, future bets for the entire year. It is awesome. But again, thank you so much for listening. Like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Cheers. Unbelievable stinger, boys. That was awesome. All right, so obviously no Thursday or Friday night footy in the multi-morgs. Why is that?
Because we want to give you a chance to listen. So
Yeah.
a chance to listen to the show, a chance to get on with the multi with us. Obviously the Patreon, we send out the same game multi-legs. We send out the bets exclusively to the Patreon. But yeah, want you to have a listen. Obviously gets to Saturday morning and then we roll in one. Actually, I think it's an earlier game Saturday. I think 1:20 is West Coast, but the Gold Coast North game
like
I think is like
12:20.
12:30
Nice.
or something. So we'll
Early
get
as
the
shit.
same game links out that morning. But yeah, starting off Gold Coast Roos.
Yeah, so we're about to get into the 100K multi, guys, at the end. So in the last third of the show, we got the rambles. So we're going to spitfire. We're actually going to touch on the Thursday night footy, Friday night footy, Dope Thursdays, Jevy Fridays, and then we've also got some special bets on as well with PointsBet. And we might also have another little special bet at the very end. So we've got some really exciting stuff. So make sure you hang around for the ramble.
And just a little challenge out to listeners if you're new to the show, have a real crack at listening to that because it's tough
Yeah.
stuff. So, I mean, if you can put yourself through it, let us
Mental
know.
toughness.
The ramble this week has to be better than last week.
Yeah, last week was unlistenable.
But they got through
made
it.
it.
Shout out
Shit.
to those that listen. You know who you are.
All right, guys, let's get into it. So the first game, North Melbourne versus Gold Coast. I'm shattered we can't watch this one.
spewing.
It would have been awesome. Jev, kick us off. What legs do you like in this one?
So, as you said, as usual, we start on Saturday. We try and turn a crisp, cold, hard $10 note. We put it in the PointsBet app. We deposit. We said, "Excuse me, Mr. Banker, can you please put this in my PointsBet app?" And we try to do $10 into 100K. Hey,
This is the week.
Shout out to Nina Pasadena.
Beautiful.
Shout
hoodie.
out to Nina and
Send
Pasadena.
out a couple of hoodies.
Got the
Das got the
Duffy.
car one. I got the Swans one. A brand new hoodie. There's nothing comfy. I'm wrapped in my hoodie.
Yeah, they look good. I must
Rough ass.
They do look good.
I feel that good in this. So
Looks like a bikie.
Thanks to NXP.
So yeah, Gold Coast North. Gold Coast North. I'll tell you who loves getting goals kicked on them by key forwards.
Who's that?
North Melbourne.
Yeah.
North
Yeah.
Melbourne. Amadi kicked 4 last week. Morgan's man Amadi.
Yeah.
You don't like Amadi when
What's
he
his
kicked 4. Tex, Liver King, Thilthorpe, and Fogarty kicked 9 of them the
Yes.
week before.
Yes.
Big forwards kicked. I'll tell you who loves kicking snags.
Who's that?
Ben King.
Yeah, he does.
He's kicked 6, 4, and 2 to start his season. He's kicking 2 on North. I'm getting $1.30. The Suns are awesome.
Yep.
He'll get his chances at goal.
Yep.
2 goals. Ben King. Let's get us rolling.
Yep.
Morgs.
I do hope we see a bounce back from North because they look like the team that everyone wanted to root for, and then they put that effort last week. So
Q in the rack early.
yeah, it's disappointing. Das, death, taxes, and a pie at the G.
Yes.
3 things that are absolute certainties in life.
Yep.
4th on that list, Nick Larkey for 2.
Nice.
Betting on Nick is like putting the kettle on, firing up the barbie, shagging with your socks on.
Hello.
You get hot.
Yeah.
All right. He's 100% on the year.
Yeah.
2, 4, 3, 4. It looked like it was going to cost us last week, and then he just booted 2 late. It was awesome to see. He kicked 3 last time he played the Suns, and North have some serious rebounding to do. I said
Yeah.
it before. He's getting a lot of help. Now that he's the second banana to Paul Curtis, I think he needs to bounce back.
Yeah.
Okay, the All-Australian small pocket. It's a small pocket.
Small pocket's
That's what
good.
he is. He's a small pocket.
front pocket.
But $1.40 is disrespectful, I think.
Yeah.
You look at the form, as I said, 2, 4, 3, 4, and you're still getting $1.40. So when you go into that, you take your $1.40 and you just get out with a win and grab a zinger.
Well done. Flanders! Unfortunately, I can't get Flanders in the multi, boys. He's only $1.10. First leg, it's too short. Too short to go in. But This is the stats on it. He's 100% his last 34 games.
That's so
for
insane.
20 touches.
Yeah.
100%.
For 20 touches. But I just want to say, because I think this is free money, but we all decided it's a little bit too short. But are we happy to put a free zinger on it? So to get a free zinger, we have to put $100
on Flanders,
on Flanders at $1.10.
35 times in a row.
What do you reckon?
Well, I must admit, full disclosure, I was the one that vetoed it because you liked it. So I'll put 100 up.
100 up?
I'll put 100
For a
on
free
Flanders.
zinger.
If not, it'll cost me 110 for your zinger. I'll buy your zinger regardless of how I get there.
This is awesome. The Flanders. This is a free zinger, boys. This is awesome. Jeb, anything else in this game?
Are you okay that Paul Curtis is in the multi?
Yes, no, I am. I'm happy to just watch him.
He's a superstar.
Just enjoy him.
He's
And he'll be back.
Yeah, for sure. Any more
fine.
legs?
No more legs.
Any more legs?
No more legs.
I wish we had Suns league.
Oh, I know. There's so many. We might have a separate ramble for this one. Boys, into the next game. Carlton, West Coast. The Blues are sipping 4. Oh, this is going to be shattering if we end up losing this game. But we have to win. We will be
Yes,
there.
we will.
We'll be at the Cumby before. I haven't teased the Cumby. We'll be at the Cumby.
We will be at the Cumby, Das. About 12:20. So we've had a couple of people message us. You would have seen. You might not have, but we'll be at the Cumby for the Auss-American Aces Clubhouse, Das. We're going to do a bit of a show. It's going to be very similar to what we do at the 100K. A couple
Yeah.
of gags, some of our best bets. So about 12:20 onwards from the Cumby, and then we'll be darting over to the Oval because we're going to be
Yeah.
quite tight. But yeah, come down to the Cumby.
So if you listen to the show, don't come.
No, it's going to be good.
Now, actually, honestly, come for support. It'd be awesome.
Don't listen to the show.
We actually we can't believe we're going to the Cumby. If
No.
you've seen the poster, so like a festival poster,
Yep.
You got the big headlines.
Yeah.
The big
Yeah,
headlines.
yeah.
The big bananas.
We're that far on the bottom of that poster.
We're on the back page.
We're actually on the back of the poster. That's how deep we are. We cannot believe some of the names we're among. Who we got: Lockie Neal, Brad Close, Josh Dunkley, Billy Brownless, Daisy Thomas, Tommy Sheridan, Bernie Vince, missing a few others. Bernie's putting on free piss.
I saw that.
He's
One
pretty-
keg though was a bit
Yeah,
stiff.
it's a bit.
One keg. Well, hopefully we drink it all.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then it's us and Chocs Chats, and we're after Chocs Chats. That's how much we're struggling.
We'll be in the back of the urinal.
Rightfully so though. Chalk's much bigger than
Yeah.
us.
Oh, so much fun.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, Jeb. Carlton, West Coast. Any legs?
Give me Carlton to spend their preseason at Luna Park.
Nah.
They didn't do a preseason. I don't know what they did.
Luna Park?
I think they were just at Luna Park, Harry Mackay on the scenic railway. So they stink. They have to win this game. Morgs, you got a leg? I got nothing.
No, just me for a meat pie by half time.
No, that's a lock.
Boys.
There's 2 locks.
that's a good
Two
start.
ticks.
What was your bet?
Carlton spend preseason at Luna Park.
A double.
That already paid. Boys, Charlie Kerner for 3.
Come on.
This isn't a bet. This is a public service announcement. This man is built like a Greek statue and moves like a jet ski on a wet deck. 3 goals. He can do it blindfolded while holding onto a sausage roll and a big M in the other hand, boys. The big, beautiful, I was going to say something else. The big, beautiful merchant will triple up. Charlie doesn't miss.
Yep,
He
that's
multiplies. Boys, he's 3 games against West Coast. So this is $1.57, by the way, for 3 goals.
Right on.
He's 3 games against West Coast. 5, 9, and 10.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that's when I had a look at the stats. I'm like,
He's kicking
we
through.
have to put him in. He's 2 times he played at Adelaide Oval last year. He kicked 3 as well. So we're going for 3. We watched last week. We've watched every other week.
Yep.
The keys against West Coast.
Sorry,
and
Eagles.
you're either hot or you're due. This is like as due as like a 12-month pregnant lady. Like, mate, this thing is 3 months overdue. That's an all right.
Yeah, it's
That's
iffy,
play
but
on.
It'll go.
That's play
We'll
on.
keep it in.
Young Sandy Brock for the Eagles. He debuted last week at fullback. He had Sandy Brock is his name.
Sandy
He had
Brock.
9 kicked on him from Jesse Hogan.
Yeah.
And now he's getting Charlie Kerner.
That's right,
They're
actually, I
zipping
did
4.
see that.
He had he played well. He had a crack and
Yeah.
he had 9 kicked on him.
I heard Derm saying he was playing off him a bit. He said he's backing his athleticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Vinny
all
McGoldrick
for.
said he played well as well. He had 9 kicked on him. So, yeah, that's a lockdown.
Yes, we just got Charlie for 3 in this
That's
one.
it. Just Charlie for
we're just going to
3.
tick that off.
We
And then
can't trust any other Carlton players.
No, we
trust
can't.
the
Obviously
Eagles.
can't. So that's
we can't.
Yeah.
Boys, into the next game. Western Bulldogs, Brisbane. Again, we're shattered that Bond's not playing, and we're shattered this isn't at Adelaide Oval.
No,
This
nor
game
would.
would have been awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Darcy firing, all the
Oh,
boys.
so true.
The
Yeah, I wanna see
Ashcroft
Sam
boys.
Darcy in person.
Would have been huge. Jev, anything in this game?
Well, we promised ourselves last year we would
Yeah.
never take disposals at Norwood Oval again or high disposals.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Lockie Neal usually gets you 25, 30. They just went to die disposals at Norwood
Skinny.
Oval. So we didn't take any goals because it was Saturday leg. We were a bit nervous. So I've just gone no legs. No legs in
Yeah.
Dogs Lions. Lou.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I left this alone too, Das. When we didn't
What?
when we didn't get tickets to this game, I said, if I'm not going, then nor would I bet on it.
Yeah, nice.
Well done. Boys, this is my best bet for the weekend.
You kidding?
I call it the Hakuna Matata leg of the week. You know why? Because it's absolutely no worries.
Perfect.
Normio, Baggio, Ricardo, El Smithio, Will Ashcroft for 20 touches, boys, at $1.18. He's 100% in his last 10 games. He's 100% in his career against the Bulldogs. And when the stats back up the form, we're taking the norm, boys.
Yes.
Will
Well
Ashcroft at 20 touches at $1.18.
Yeah, it's good.
You said you didn't have anything else,
no.
boys? Pack your bags, pack your clothes. We're gonna get a double bundle. We're gonna get a turkey. Give me the ample luggage. Human luggage.
What are you doing,
boys?
This show.
Boys, the baggage handler. Hugh McDamage, Baghdad Hugh, because when he shows up, it's a straight war zone for 20 touches at $1.13, boys. He's hit 10 of his last 10 games. The luggage is a star. Boys, he's unbelievable.
Hugh McDamage, when he gets the ball in his hands, it turns to goals. I love it. 20
that's
touches.
awesome.
They're the only disposal we're taking at Norwood.
How good have they
Ashcroft
both been this year?
Yeah, Hugh McCluggage 20.
Yep, no,
They've
that's
been
smart.
fantastic.
And we're taking the reigning premiers.
Reigning
Yeah.
premiers.
Yep.
Dogs would be banged up.
Yep.
Baghdad Hugh.
Awesome.
He's in, boys. And then we get straight to Saturday night. We're flying through this.
Yes.
These are all green ticks, by the way. Boys, Melbourne Essendon. This is a battle of ass crack. This is what this is.
Pick him right.
Yeah, pick him. Jeff, who do you like?
If there's 3 things in life that Clayton Oliver loves,
What is it?
it's the Darcy Fogarty dirty double in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Bullshit into crazy horse.
Nice,
We've all
nice.
done it.
Yeah.
We've all jumped on the ball with a pack of Marlboro Reds in our pocket.
We'll be doing it.
Had a Smirnoff double black.
Ah.
Sculled that turn, fell off the ball. We've all done it. Hit the strippers. We've all done it. And the other 2 are playing the Bombers and playing on Adelaide Oval. And he gets to do both this weekend.
Sort of a front-loaded game.
Bro gets the onion. Bro had 25 his last 4 times against the Bombers.
Brother.
He's actually averaging 31 and a half touches against the Bombers his last 4.
Nice.
He gets a bucket load of pill against the Bombers.
Sounds it.
Bro's had 25, 4 of his last 5 on Adelaide Oval, averaging 29 and a half.
Wow.
So he's getting a heap of the pill.
Nice.
Melbourne Bombers played on Adelaide Oval at Gather Round, round 5, 2023. They played Gather Round already. 2023,
Oh,
round
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
They played. Bro had 41 touches.
Of course
Bro.
Clayton Oliver.
Yeah,
Clayton
yeah.
Oliver.
The bro.
25 touches, $1.25.
Yep.
He's just going to rock up. He gets against the Bombers every time. He gets it every time he steps on Adelaide Oval. He has that many double blacks at the woolshed afterwards. Clayton Oliver, 25
there.
touches. Melbourne Essendon, $1.25.
Good Essendon man. I heard Kinner is teaching Mandarin as well at the Crazy Horse.
Shit.
He will be there.
Shit. No, I like what you've done there. You've used numbers and nous.
Yeah.
That's good.
Morgs.
I've just got something for you. Just your steel blues in the mud. No glitz, no glamour.
Oh, wow.
Just stats, numbers, and nous.
Nice.
Your links Africa on Chris Kringle.
Nice.
Your footy shorts to a funeral.
Nice.
Just business.
Jesus Christ.
Mason Redmond for 15 at $1.17.
This is honest.
100% on his last 10 for 15.
Yep.
His 2 outings against the D's last year, 20, 16. To add to those numbers, and nous, thanks to Statmate, of course, talk about loving a venue. Last 5 at the Adelaide Oval.
Give it to us.
21.
What?
15.
What?
Heaps. 21.
Heaps.
16.
Heaps.
24.
They're all
It's
overs.
all there. It's all business for Say So. The Steel Blues, just for 15. It's a bit of a boring leg, but $1.17 is too good.
That's an honest leg,
It
though.
is, though. It's very honest.
That's what just gets us there.
Exactly right.
Now, boys, I don't have a leg in this one, but I've got 2 little things I want to touch on.
Please.
You've
Uh,
got Cosy Pickett
oh, I made it.
for 15.
Oh, Cosy Pickett for 15, boys. It's in. It's in. I love it. It's my favourite leg of the week. I wasn't sure if he was going to make it in.
You did love it early.
I did love it. He's playing more midfield minutes, so he will definitely hit this.
We actually
it was
like him.
$1.27, isn't it?
No, we actually like him for 20 at like $2.30. He played all midfield last week. He got over 20 last week.
We
We've
couldn't
only
believe
taken
it.
him for 15. I can't remember the exact value, but yeah.
I just found some good stats. So the egg milkshake, Jake Melksham, always usually kicks one against the old mob. He's kicked 6 in his last 4 games against the Bombers. He's not in the multi, but also...
Is he in the...
No, he's not, but
lineup?
I just... No, he will be. He played last week.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Still on the list.
Mate, he's been unbelievable, the milkshake.
I did say
Now,
that.
boys, I saw this, a head-to-head bet. Essendon has lost each of its last 4 games to a team that's ranked lower than them.
That's weird.
Melbourne is paying $2. That's where the trend is. Essendon has lost its last 4 games to
Who would you
teams.
touch? Who would you tip?
I'm just saying,
Tipping's always good podcasting.
Yeah, I'd take the Bombers.
yeah, so we're going to load up on the
He's
D's.
the best player on the field.
Yeah, Merritt.
Yeah, he's on top of the pyramid.
Right now,
Of
Merritt.
course.
Over Petrarca. I
Right
agree.
now.
Any more legs?
No more legs.
Any more legs?
No, thanks.
Boys, it is now time for the most lucrative segment in all of sports. It is the Gold Rush. This is the best bets we weren't on, but we wish we were, boys. This is powered by Statmate. As By the way, it's free, by the way, Statmate.
Really?
It's Statmate. So, boys,
great.
let's go through. So, this is what some blokes were paying last week to hit their milestone. So, I'll kick off with the 20 disposals. So, Sam Darcy, $4. He's unbelievable, boys. Cozzy Pickett was $4.25. Isaac Cumming was $4.25. Connor O'Sullivan was $7. And Darcy Jones, I can't believe this, $8.50.
$8.50 for 20
That is,
touches.
make sure you look at this.
That's so many touches.
Ongoing. Jeff, what about you?
Though, might be a bit small this week. 25 touches. Graham Myers, we've got $4.60. That's nice. Blake Acres, $5. Sam Doherty had 27 touches where you watch
Turns on eggshells, barefoot.
$8. $8. Harley Reid had 25, $9.50. I didn't see him have any.
Nah, he had a few kick-outs.
Yeah.
Took him out.
And Ollie Dempsey had 25 as well. He was $11, Ollie Dempsey. He's a good footballer.
Yeah, he's
Honest.
really working into it.
He's on this every week, Gold Rush.
He is. 30 plus, a couple of short ones.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Zach Butters, just $2.60. I don't usually like the $2, but Zach Butters, it's pretty good value. Josh Dacos, 31 at $3. So that was nice. Lockie Ash, 31 at $7.50. Zach Guthrie, talk about stars, young stars, $14 for 30.
So
Could have got, and Blake Acres, he actually had 30 at 19. I think just leave that alone. Fuck.
Do you reckon Blake Acres' parents would have bet on that?
Yeah, 100%. And boys, the 35s, this one's for the ball magnets. Tom Green for 35 was $2.40. Sarong had 38 was $2.80.
Short.
And Lockie Whitfield was $3.75. I know it's short, but
they're
the
short.
boys,
Interesting, though.
most times of the year, they probably hit this 10 times a year. So if you're going to multi it up, it's unbelievable. And how about the goal kickers?
Yeah, for one goal, our man Nasai Wangani Malira, $3.25.
That was a good snag.
Jack Sinclair, $3.50. The half-backers.
Yeah, I'm telling
half-backers. Jack Bowes was $3.50 for one. Ollie Hollins was $4 for one.
Get him
and
out.
Braden Maynard, this is his second goal of the year. He's still $7 for one.
That might just be bet weekly.
Yeah, just back. You'd be up. You'd be up.
Yeah, that's right. For two, give me Jack Williams, $6.50. Tom Green for two, $8.50. Riley Sanders for two, $13. Georgie Hewitt for two, 14. Our man, love Adelaide.
Played well.
14. And Jack Bowes, he actually kicked two for $21.
He had a great game. Boys, our man Jed Walter, kicked three, almost had a career day. $6.50. Ollie Lord for the power, three was $6.50. Paddy Dangerfield, he could be All-Australian if he stays down there.
Yep.
$6.50. Michael Frederick Morgs, your man, Fast Freddy was $10. And Jason Horn-Francis for 3 goals was also $10.
Nice. 4 goals. Jesse Hogan for 4 was $1.85. That's short.
crazy.
$1.85.
That's so short.
Sam Darcy for 4 was $5. Liver King was $8, and Tex was $9.
Yeah, that's really
nice for Tex.
Going on that, Hogan for 5 was $2.80. 5 for Darcy was 12, and Phil Thorpe was 21 to 1 for 5, which is
so
really,
nice.
really nice.
He's unbelievable. And boys, for 6 goals, we had Jesse Hogan for 5. We also had him for 7 goals, which was 7. I've got the bet slip here.
That's all right.
About 7, 8, and then 9. What do we have for 8? $15.
Yeah, it was like $19, and then for 10 he was $41.
But he just missed. You couldn't get him for 9. We could get him for 8 and 10, but not for 9. But, mate, Jesse Hogan was an absolute sash.
That was so good to
And he's
watch.
back to second on the Coleman.
So good. And, boys, that was Gold Rush. So, boys, that gets us through the Saturday slate. We're feeling good. We're probably a little bit hungover after Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and we're into Sunday. We wake up, we get a big, large coffee. We probably get a big brekkie. We roll through Adelaide, feeling pretty good. And then we chuck on Richmond Freo because we can't get out there.
Yeah.
But this is the first Sunday game. Jeff?
This bloke's bigger than your uncle's beer fridge.
Shit.
This bloke lost his virginity before his dad did.
Holy
This
shit.
bloke once drowned a fish. This bloke has a grizzly bear rug in his bedroom. It's not dead, it's just too scared to move. This bloke's form line sounds like Pizza Hut's phone number.
What is
I'm
it?
talking about Pizza Hut Josh Tracy, tougher than a $2 steak.
Yeah.
He's kicked 3, 3 and 4 his last 3 weeks. He's getting the Tigers on a mutual ground in Adelaide
No.
to just cut hell.
Nice.
To raise hell.
good.
To
Yeah.
raise hell.
Cut it.
I'm getting him for $1.85 to kick 3. $1.85 to kick 3, and I'm gobbling it all up.
Nice.
Josh Tracy, Pizza Hut Tracy. We call him Pizza Hut because what does his form line sound like?
131166.
The Pizza Hut phone number, and right now it's 334, which is a bucket load of snags.
It is.
Josh Tracy, 3 goals.
Nice.
That is
$1.85
awesome.
against
Good
the
delivery.
Tigers.
Well done, great delivery. Cut hell. Get that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Give me the Shocktopus.
Yeah, here we the Shocktopus.
Mickey Frederick, anytime. $1.22. He's more electric than a dodgy powerboard, this bloke. I had him for 1 last week at a disrespectful $1.45. That's come into $1.22 and rightfully
Yeah, and
so.
you brought it in.
Yeah.
You single-handedly.
He kicked the first of the game last week, went on to kick 3. I love watching this bloke. I'm very shattered we're going to be watching him from the pub.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll enjoy watching him. The
Have a couple of
Shocktopus.
pints.
Mickey Frederick, $1.22. It's a great leg, and I just love watching him.
Mate, he's so good.
Hey, thanks for having
How
me.
many's he going to kick this week? If you had to take a single and you had to put $100 on it, how many's he kicking? 5?
He feels like sort of like a good torch the Tigers this weekend.
Yeah, I think back-to-back threes.
Jeez,
We
that
should
would be
ladder
good.
him.
Yeah,
Probably
we
should.
may as well.
Yeah.
Boys, Sunday Bolton. Last week he went from shy Bolton to certified weapon shop Bolton. Boys, this week we're doubling down. 2 snags against the old firm. Call him reliable Bolton. Consistent Bolton. Put your house on it, Bolton. That's exactly what we're doing for 2 snags at $1.75. This isn't a bet. This is a gift from the punting gods.
Yes.
We are getting on this. He's 100% going to torch his old mob.
Yes.
If you we're going to ladder him. And 100% teammates are going to look for him. If they're up, he's open. Or he's looked a bit frustrated the first 2 weeks, so he's really going to get into it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen the ground, but it looks like an absolute goal haven. Just
Barossa.
broad, open,
Like
room
Mount
to
Barker
move.
was last year.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
that
just
was-
slightly bigger.
Yeah, big.
Yeah. You know how much I love debutants, Das? Not just for the year, but in
History,
of all time.
yeah.
Welcome to the 100K multi, Seth Campbell.
Wow.
So I wanted to bring him in for a couple of weeks, and I probably shirked it last week. Happy to admit that. $1.35 we're getting for any time. I love this bloke. He's gritty. He's classy. He's like a Hilux that runs on Bundy.
Holy shit.
He's tougher than a pair of servo sunnies, this bloke. I mentioned him last week in the ramble, wanted him for 1. His form is just insane. It sounds like a Michael Bevan innings when I read out his month, right? 2, 3, 2, 2. 9 in his last 4 in this Tigers outfit. He's just incredible. The footy they're playing. I just need him for 1. Freo are good, but you can score against Freo.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah,
So
you can.
Seth
They open
Campbell,
up.
anytime,
Old
$1.35.
tyre under his jumper, Lukey Ryan stops defending for a while.
Jesus Christ.
He's got like you garbage.
He's got like 10 skin shirts
my
on
brother.
there. Fucking hell. Boys, I do have one little thing here for you, though.
Please,
boys, because
please.
for the personals, so Freo are $1.14 head-to-head. Might be a little bit short, but Richmond has lost each of its last 13 first quarters as an underdog. But for Freo to win the first quarter is $1.33.
That's a lock.
That's not a bad little bet.
It's going in.
That just wins.
Yeah.
Freo
They
first.
just win they're up 3 goals to 1 at quarter
And
time.
also, I've got one here for $3.20. Freo's last 7 interstate games have gone over the total match points, so they've gone over. And Freo have also covered the line 5 out of the last 6 times against the Tigers.
Yeah.
The line being 35.5. So
I think they cover that easy.
So if you go
50
them,
points.
if you go them to cover that, and then the over 173.5, that's $3.20, which is available on PointsBet as well as an individual market.
Can you get them to win the first quarter as well, or is that a single only?
I'm not sure, but if you could, that's nice.
Let's write
But I
this
just
down.
can't believe they're
Write this stuff down.
they're $1.14 head to head, but to win the first quarter is $1.33. Like,
Yeah.
as if they're not going to jump out of the block.
Yeah,
I
I, think
like
they will
it.
too. I mean,
Do we throw out that Geelong performance? Where are we with the Dockers?
No, they're back.
Okay. They're going
Especially-
in.
I'm a bit more skeptical.
Okay.
Against the Tigers, I reckon they.
I'll take the $1.33 regardless.
Yeah, I like that.
Numbers and Nouse.
All right,
Hayden
boys.
Young comes back as well.
Yeah. Next game, boys. St Kilda and the Giants. Don't think we're going to get there for this one. Maybe a quarter, maybe a half.
I think we are. We
A
are.
half?
Oh, we have to go to Norwood. We've never been before. Yeah, well, just for a half, and then we'll drive
How many
over.
people do they fit in? Like
Oh,
10,000 at either end?
yeah, I don't know, but it's sold out in about 2 minutes.
No wings.
No wings.
They just play with 16 on the
So
field.
no, we'll be there. We'll get there for a half.
No, I'm excited. Do you have any legs in this one?
This bloke's bigger than your uncle's beer fridge.
Holy shit.
This bloke lost his virginity for his dad. Nah, sorry.
I was going to say, you're reading the same
Jesse
notes.
Hogan's the best goddamn forward in the comp.
Yeah.
He doesn't just take marks, he dominates them. His hands are like 2 KFC buckets full of glue. He just clunks them and goes back and slots them. I actually can't believe we're getting $1.80 for 3 goals when he's coming off 9 last week
Dominant.
and 4 the week before. The small ground at Norwood Oval, he's going to get a lot of ball kicked his way. Did you know if on Norwood Oval, if you're named on the wing, you get given a name tag and an apron because you're actually working in the pretzel stand. You actually just work in the pretzel. You just don't play. You work in the pretzel. There are no wings on that ground. It is just a runway straight to Jesse Hogan's clamps of a hand.
Yeah.
Jesse Hogan for 3, best forward in the game. Cheers.
Better than Sam Darcy?
Yeah, he's the best full
the
forward.
best full forward.
Like Sam Darcy's the unicorn,
Yep.
but if you're winning a flag this year,
Yep.
you're taking Jesse Hogan.
Higher on the pyramid right now.
Neither of them are in it, which makes me silly.
Rolling. No.
Rolling pyramid.
Darcy was on the iceberg.
He's in the iceberg.
Yeah, so is
Revealed
Jesse
next
Hogan.
week.
Jesse Hogan was so stiff to leave. He's back whenever he gets it. Jesse Hogan will be higher.
Yeah.
Love it. Questions
Maybe
without
same
notice.
tier.
Could be good.
It's pretty fair.
Thinking exercises, always good pod.
Nice.
A man deserving of a return to the 100K, Das. The plank.
Who?
Chop.
What?
Splinter. Woody Allen. Throb Thomas. Throb Schneider.
What?
Robert Downey Jr.
Who's this?
Mason Wood.
Oh my God! he's in.
Anytime at $1.40 is damn right disrespectful.
So true.
Nice.
His last Baker's month is like a season of Nitro Circus, just fireworks.
Yes.
1, 3, 2, 2. It's unbelievable. Why are we getting $1.40?
Yeah, I
Can you
don't
explain
know.
it to me?
I
Hello.
can't.
He'll love the skinny ground too. That's what I think as well. He likes skinny ground Woody. We
Nice.
love watching him bag one through like your uncle at spring break. $1.40 is too good for a series of Nitro Circus. Robert Downey Jr.
That better be in the rolling multi. I absolutely love that leg.
You think so?
No, no. Well, I guess it's your rolling multi.
Going in.
Boys, give me the king of Tuesdays. Give me the hustler, Toby Green. More dangerous around goal than a seagull around a chip stand, Jev. You think 2 snags is a big ass? This man's kicked 2 goals before you've even found your seat and spilled your first beer. The Saints better bring holy water because Toby's about to haunt their back line like a tax debt collector. Locking 2 snags, boys, at $1.73. He's kicked 9 goals in his last 4 games and he kicked 2 last year against the Saints. So everything is just tick, 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 tick.
Gravy.
It just lines up for me, you know? It
He's
pops
so
off
good.
the page. How good is he?
So good.
Like, we thought Stringer was going to get involved, and Toby's just like,
I've got it.
Hey, I've got this. He's got selling candy, coming in, kicking say he's unbelievable. Dev.
He's 2 or 3 and 20 every week. At the
He's
moment.
fantastic.
And just dominates
As you
forward
said,
half.
he looks like he's just all in on premiership,
Yeah.
and he's just like, I'm just going to
Playing
do
perfect
it.
football.
Yeah.
Playing perfect football.
Do you have any other legs in this one?
No, I don't.
No, thank you, sir.
No touches at Norwood Oval.
No
Stay away
touches
from
at
alone, just a couple of
Trust
snags.
me, they go missing. If you think you're taking Finn for 25 at $1.20, leave him out of your multi this week. Tom Green for 30, he's like $1.40. Leave him out of your multi this week. Touches go to $1 Norwood Oval.
Yep, you're playing with
Boys,
fire.
let's get into the absolute cinema. This is the climax of the weekend. We sit there on the hill, absolutely sauced. We've had 500 Imperials each, about 3,000 calories every 2 hours. This is going to be awesome, boys. Port Adelaide, Hawthorn. Jeb, kick us off.
Give me the South Australian crayfish. The man who has 2 first names. George Michiadis to kick 2 at $1.50.
Yep.
Mitch Georgiadis, George Michiadis, however he
Artie,
takes
artie,
it.
arties.
Artie. He's in form, the boy. And he's looking like he's growing into the dominant forward he should be. And sort of looks like he was impressive to watch against the Saints on the weekend. He just comes out, clunk. He kicked 3-2 against the Hawks in the semi-final win last year at Adelaide Oval. He started the season hotter than Sydney Sweeney, kicking 3, 2 and 4 his last 3.
Yeah, nice.
His last Baker's fortnight. So, Mitch Georgiadis, George Georgiadis, Artie his dad, Georgiadis, 2 at $1.50.
His old man kicked 7 on debut.
That's a lot of snags.
Yep, 7. Under the lid.
His dad was Peter Salmon.
Paul's brother.
Paul that was on the radio today. That's all.
Enough jokes.
Thank you.
What?
I got a who am I?
Yes.
Yes.
I've
Let's
been
get
hanging
serious.
for one.
Cue the stinger in the truck. I sound like I should be serving espressos in Rome, but I'll serve you a 60-metre inside-out kick at full tilt instead. My fate is tighter than your auntie's hamstrings on Valentine's Day.
Who wrote that?
My name sounds like a high-end cologne, but I smell like grass, sweat, and 20 plus.
His name also sounds like a curry. I'm going to go Rogan Josh.
It's very close.
Beef Vindaloo would be my second guess.
I'm going to go Cyril Rioli.
Massimo D'Ambrosio.
Yes.
It sounds like
Close.
something you'd wear to a wedding. It really does. 20 plus at $1.37. Probably hasn't hit full tilt yet. And when I went into this was a gut feel bet. There's no doubt about it. Went into season 2025. Sunday night footy is the time to come back.
Prime time.
Will day out. Wingman will run here, gentlemen. Is what
yeah.
I've written word
Gentlemen.
for word. Back the wingman at Adelaide Oval. We've learned that over the years.
Yep.
It's time we put it into practice. All right. Last home and away game he played at the Adelaide Oval, he had 28 against the Surrey Port. This is happening again. I'll eat a zinger for every touch he has above 20 or under.
Straight after the game.
Straight up.
That's an awesome thing. 21, that's one.
I'll eat 3 if he has
19, that's
16. I'll eat 4 if he has 24.
Imagine he has 40.
34.
40
More just
zingers.
getting to 14.
That would be so good.
That's
Boys,
that's your
just
best
business.
bet, Lewis.
that is, look how happy, that is so good. Boys, give me Zach Snack Butters for 25 touches at $1.45. Zach Butters is the type of bloke to rock up to the party 2 hours late, rizz up all the honeys, scull 10 beers before you've even had your first frothy. That's the sort of bloke this guy is.
works
This
quick.
bloke is more comfortable at home than Morgs' old man watering his garden in the jocks. Hey, I rocked up.
You got it.
Rocked up last week. He was in the jocks. Boys, 25 touches. He loves it. He's so good.
He's
Zach
good.
Butters.
So good.
He's unbelievable.
Good to have him back.
Good to have him back.
Good to have him back.
Arguably one of the best looking number 9s in the league. And the number 9's a good number in the
Great
league.
number.
The shoulder tape.
Yep.
He does it well. So Zach Butters in. Jev, who do you like?
This is straight up my favourite leg of the weekend.
Yeah.
The Jack Ginnivan Revenge Tour never misses. Never misses. Last year, gather round. The first time he played the Pies as a Hawk.
He was so good,
He
wasn't
kicked
he?
2, had 11 touches, got it. He just knew he was going to get a head free kick for a goal.
Yep.
That was free money. We took that last year. The second time he played the Pies, he kicked 2, had 31 touches, absolutely buried him, and was best on ground by an absolute mile. Against Port in the semi-final, he kicked 2, but how can anyone forget Ken Hinkley gave him the airplane wings after? You're not flying anywhere, Jack. Got fine. It was the most controversial thing the AFL's seen in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It went nuts.
Yep.
You know what?
I can see it right now. And if you can't see this happening, I can see it right now. Guinea will kick his second goal in the fourth quarter to put the Hawks up by about 40 points. And he's just going to go get in front of the Port fans, and he's going to get the airplane going.
Yeah.
A couple of the and Watson's going to get involved, and Dillmore, and they're going to get involved. Marbiol, and they're going to be doing the airplane right in front of the Port supporters. I'm getting $2.25 for Jack Ginnivan to kick 2 goals.
In the revenge tour.
In the revenge tour.
Yep.
Last game Sunday. You just know he's kicking 1 and he's doing the airplane. I think he's kicking 2. He doesn't miss. He's been a bit banged up start season. He's played a bit of a different role.
The bye's going to help, I
He's
reckon.
had the bye. He's got the body. He's going to get the body right. He's kicking 2, and it's just going to be cinema on the hill.
I love that.
Sunday cinema.
That might be it's actually going in.
Lewis.
If we didn't bet on that, I would have been angry.
Yeah.
In hindsight. What do you get for it? It's about
$2.25.
Yeah,
for
well
2.
done, mate.
And even
2.20.
that's even a ladder. He could kick 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
kicks 4. He keeps aeroplaning.
Mate, I reckon
At the moment, you have to almost ladder all Hawthorn smalls.
Mate, 10 of them are going to kick 2.
Yeah, Das is got. Yeah.
Wow.
Morgs?
Give me the Sicilian for 1. Sunday night cinema, James Sicily anytime at
skip.
$1.90. I can't
$1.90.
believe it. Had a night out in the semi-final loss last year, kicked 1.
Yep.
So the form's there. His last 2 in Adelaide, 1 and 2. And as you said, Jeff, he has not forgotten. He owes Kenny here. We have to capitalise. I think it's one of those ones. It's like he kicks 1 through in the third quarter, puts them up. But as you said, even if it's just 13 or something, take that momentum in a 3-quarter time. And we're looking at each other going, why didn't we bet on it?
Yep.
Grilled, Nando's, Dr. Phil, Cheerios, Sicily for 1.
That's good. Boys, we're going to take my man, the Spellbinder, the Sorcerer Supreme, the Charmcaster, the Mystic Marksman, the Goal Alchemist, the Shaman of the Sharon, the Pagan Puntmaster, the Magician of the Forward Pocket, the Cloaked Kicker, the Wand Wielder, the Arc Wizard of Accuracy, the Phantom Finisher, the Male Witch, Nick Watson for 2 snags, boys.
Male Witch.
Watch this man pop up like toast when the heat is on and pump 2 through the big sticks. This man's more consistent than your morning coffee. Light your candles, draw your circles, and back the Wizard for 2 snags at $1.85.
Well done,
It's just an absolute lock that he's kicking 2.
I love.
kicking
He's my
2.
favourite player in the comp.
He's very fun
If
to
you didn't
watch.
know,
Turn
like
the
he's
TV on, watch. We're going to be on the hill, and he's going to be in the forward 50. Pagan's paddock by himself.
Yeah.
He's going to kick it in. He's going to turn. Who's going to turn? Lockie Jones inside out, back to
if Lockie
front.
Jones goes
Lockie
to
Jones' head's going to be up his own butthole. He's going to get turned.
he's
That
gonna wear him-
pretzel.
wear him as a
Hardwick style.
wear him as a puppet.
Hardwick could kick 7 in this game.
Do you have any other legs?
No, it's
Morgs?
No, thank you, mate.
Boys, we've actually got a team leg in this one.
Do we, right?
We all agreed on this. And
Oh, yes.
we're just so confident.
This is our anchor leg. It's not quite a white whale. We said what a little
Wales in the threes.
barramundi, a little flathead.
This into Ginnivan is getting about 5-1. So they're sort of the white whale
100%.
together.
Boys, we're taking the Hawks minus 29.5. So the line we teased the other day, Morgs, you put it up, and the editing team, unbelievable. The line's 16.5. It's slowly pushing out. We're taking the Hawks minus 29.5, which anyone that doesn't know, they need to win by 30 or more.
30 or more.
And we think this is a lock.
And if we're on the hill and we need the Hawks to win by 30 or more to win 100K, sign me up.
The Hawks evaporated a 7-goal lead. Darcy Byrne-Jones kicked pretty much 2 goals in like 10 seconds. And then they lost the final where you feel that they were the better side.
Yep.
But they just couldn't get it done. It was their first final in a
Sicily
big way.
missed.
Yeah, hit the post. That's
Then
right.
Ken Hinkley embarrassed them.
Off a bye.
Off a bye.
Sam
They're coming
Mitchell.
off a bye. They're 4 and zip.
It's going to be blood in the water.
Sam Mitchell hasn't forgotten what Ken did. Sicily hasn't forgotten what Ken did.
Nah.
Jack Ginnivan hasn't forgotten what Ken
Shit,
did.
no.
Port's defense is there right for the picking.
Yep.
They're cheeks.
Saints got a hold of them last week, and Saints don't have the firepower Hawks do.
Yeah.
30 plus is a goddamn lock.
So, boys, that's the last leg of the multi. Jev, this is an
I
absolute cracker.
This is a Krakovic. Glenn Krakovic.
So you need $10 and 12 cents.
Yeah, we got that.
$10.12 to win $100,062.
Here we go.
We start Saturday afternoon, North Melbourne Gold Coast,
12:35.
12:35.
Bosh.
Ben King to kick 2, Nick Larkey to kick 2.
Tick,
We're
tick.
rolling.
Great start.
We're rolling. Charlie Curnow to kick 3.
Yeah.
Adelaide Oval.
Yep.
That's all we need from the Blues.
Yep.
We don't care who gets the touch. Just win. Curnow kicks
yeah.
3. Dogs, Lions, Norwood Oval, Ashcroft 20, McCluggage 20.
Yeah, Baghdad
Awesome.
Hugh.
Awesome.
Bang, bang, that's it.
Love it.
Melbourne Essendon, Saturday night, back on the hill. Cozzy for 15, Clayton Oliver
Love
for
that
25, Mason Redmond for 15.
Honestly.
That's Saturday.
Good legs.
Are we at the Castle Live on Saturday night?
Certainly.
We're back at the
The
Cubby.
Kings
We're
of the
alive.
Cloth.
We're alive. Well, we roll up. We wake up Sunday morning. Richmond Freo. Out at Barossa Valley.
Wherever it
Mickey
is.
Frederick for a goal.
Yep.
Josh Treacy for 3.
Nice.
Shy Bolton for 2.
Yep.
Seth Campbell for 1.
Love it.
Great
St.
goals.
Campbell, welcome.
Great
Big
legs.
open
We're welcome,
ground.
mate.
Freo are going to pump them. Back to Norwood Oval. St Kilda GWS. Jesse Hogan for 3. Toby Green for 2. Mason Wood for 1.
Love it.
Yeah, great.
We're
Love it,
alive.
Jev.
Really fucking good.
Sunday
Yeah.
night cinema.
I love it.
Back to the hill.
it's off.
Night time. Jack Ginnivan for 2. Nick Watson for 2.
the whiz.
Massimo for 20.
Great.
Mitch Georgiadis for 2.
The cologne.
Zach Butters for 25. Sicily for 1. And the Hawks to win by 30 plus or minus 29.5.
It's a good
That
multi,
is an
Jev.
absolute barnstormer.
We're just all in on the Hawks Sunday night.
I love it.
Off a bye.
If we get to that last game, we're going to be absolutely sorry. If this wins, if this is the week that wins, at Gather Round, bury us on the hill.
Yeah, bury us.
It's like-
just start digging and we'll give us $100,000.
We'll just jump in.
Bury on my wayward son.
If this is your first, second, third time listening and you got any mates in Adelaide or any mates going over to Gather Round or you're going as a group or a punters club or something, watch this episode. Get your punters club on this bet so we're all riding it together.
Yeah.
Great call.
Imagine we're all on the hill Sunday night together. It's about 10 punters clubs. We're all around having Imperials and we're riding the Hawks.
We're going to have that
too.
many chiselers. Like, we're going to have a same gamer for this
Oh,
game as
we
well.
will.
We're just going to be ticking them off. Kings of the Cloth, straight to the casino. It's going to be awesome. Boys, that is the round 5 edition of the 100K multi. Coming up next, we got the world's famous ramble. And we've also got some other very special bets. So we'll be right back. The Sunday Roast is back for season 2025, Jev.
Oh, the show where we celebrate the winners and roast the losers.
You can find us every Sunday night after the Bachelor's game where we get on, and Jev, it's one hell of a show.
We give you the best odds and the best opinions, but the best odds are the bet you weren't on, but wish you were on.
It is out 6 a.m. every single Monday morning after the round concludes.
Listen to it driving to work Monday morning. You'll absolutely love it. The Sunday Roast.
Let's go. Alrighty, boys, we are back. Hit the stinger. It is time for the ramble. Now, guys, we made it hard for the listeners last week. We crawled them through this shit. So we're going to start off Adelaide Geelong. Now, all this intel, obviously with StatMate, boys, this is where we like to look in and really go in the weeds. Jev, anything in this one? Thursday night, Adelaide Geelong.
Speaking of StatMate,
Yep.
we've come up with an idea with StatMate for
All right,
this weekend.
Here we go.
Talk to me.
9 games,
All right.
9 legs,
Yep.
1 city.
Okay.
All aboard the Gather Round Express this weekend, boys.
Toot, toot.
All
I'm so
aboard the
in.
Gather Round.
All right.
So we're taking a Chris $50.
Yep.
Yep.
We're going to the StatMate app, and it gives you like just
Good
the
intel.
best player prop you have to be on. Just 1 leg per game.
Okay.
And it's going to roll. And it's going to roll. And it's going to roll all weekend.
right.
It's going to roll. So we're going to start Thursday night.
All right.
$50 for Darcy Fogarty to kick 2
That's the first one.
at $1.70.
You like it?
He's kicked it 9 out of his last 10 on Adelaide Oval.
All right.
Oh, so that's in.
That's in.
I love this.
This is the first leg.
Okay.
Is Darcy Fogarty. We have 50 on it.
What do we get back for that?
And then Friday night, we're going to go back to the StatMate
Yep.
app. We haven't got the Friday night leg yet. But when that 50 turns to
85.
85,
Yes.
it's 85 Friday night.
Okay, I like it.
When we're that, we're going to roll again. And we're going to try and roll all 9 games on StatMate's best leg of that game.
I love this.
And we're going to join the StatMate Express,
Win
the Gather
ourselves
Round Express.
A free gather round.
A free gather round. And we hope you join in. And you can do the 50 on your own or get with a couple of mates.
Yeah. $5.
$10 each,
Yeah.
have 30. $5 each, have 15. We're not trying to promote big betting. It's the fun. It's the
Yes.
fun of riding for the thing.
Yeah.
We're just putting in $17
love
each and getting a 50. That's the Gather Round Express.
Spot me $5.
I like it.
No,
Yeah.
I love that.
I'll spot you.
That's
It's going to be
exciting.
good fun.
And
You're
I
going to
love
see it all over our Insta.
Fogarty too. I love that we've got it now.
Yeah, you know it now. Start
that's
manifesting
awesome.
it, Lewis.
I
How's he going to
am.
kick his first? No, and we all know he's got that new tat on the
Yeah.
bicep.
Yeah. Cooper.
He's going to kick a snag and give a big double python, and he'll have a sip out of the can for a second.
That excites
Promoting.
me. I really like that.
Jev, we have a very special market, but before you get into that for this game, I just want to touch on Each of Geelong's last 6 games against Adelaide have gone over the total match points.
Here we
It's
go.
currently sitting at 180.5. So we...
80 gone out of point.
Well, all right, so 181.5. We're expecting fireworks here. We hope so. It's going to be brilliant weather all weekend. Jev, is there some markets exclusively with us and PointsBet that we have?
There is. So you want points, you need goals. And
Yeah, you do.
we love big forwards. We absolutely love big forwards.
do
at
we
100K.
what?
So I teamed up. So you go to your PointsBet app. You click Aussie rules. It says 100K app. I've made some bets this weekend. So first is Thursday night tools. So for Riley Thilthorpe, Darcy Fogarty, Tex Walker, Jeremy Cameron, and Shannon Neal, the 5 biggest blokes walking the ground, or walking the forward line, to combine for 15 goals, you're getting $10.
I love that.
If Thilthorpe kicks his 5, which he does every other week, Fogarty and Walker kick 4 each. What's that? There's 13 of them.
Yep.
You just need Neil and Cameron for 1 each. $10 for them to combine for 15. If you're having that bet,
You got to have this bet.
if you just go Jez 2, Fog 2, Liver 2, Tex 2, Wheelchair 2, you get 21 to 1.
Okay.
As well.
So just an even spread.
So just in case, Wheelchair kicks 1 and Jez kicks 7, you go the other one.
Yep.
But for $10 and then $21, you can have 5 on both. You're winning either way.
yeah, I love that.
So that's what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at tools to dominate. First night of gather round, it's going to be so much fun.
Because we talk about this a lot. You're getting a lot of these custom markets, Jeff, which
Yeah.
I love. And we're paying the price to have Dust not choosing who's kicking the goals.
Just
Yeah.
combining.
So it's interesting to see you get 21 down to 10. That's bloody good.
Ten-
We had some that probably
for the
haven't worked
insurance
out the
is
same.
awesome.
The
Yeah.
insurance to have, like Jez Cameron could kick 6.
Yes.
But it's shown it's won the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. $10. I'm really happy with that price.
Now, I'm excited for this. So I just want to say Dope Thursdays is ice cold, colder than a cold brew right now.
You drink cold brew.
Colder than a penguin's nuts.
Yes, it is, Jev. So I want to do something exciting for the fans, which I will bring out on the...
Is it a win?
Yeah, it's a win, but I feel instead of the $3...
That would
like,
excite the fans. A green tick.
I'm going to make up for them as well. I'm also going to come out with a $16 multi, close to the day, and just be like, I'm sorry about this. Sorry about this, guys.
So it's not 3 to 1 this week.
Yeah, no, I'm going to have a 3-1, but I'm just going to say, for those that are sorry... Jesus, get into that. But, Jev, this took me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just went through and I was just like, how can I punch in a $3
So you've
multi?
put the work in.
I
So-
know.
is it-
I'll agree with every leg you're about to say.
Philthorpe 2,
Done.
Cameron 2,
Yep.
Rankin 20.
Perfect.
That's $3.19.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a ripper.
Next one. He's definitely going to play more forward, especially against the old mob. Dangerfield 2, Keys 1.
great.
Yeah, it's good.
That is
Great.
$3.09. And how about all these boys just to kick 1? Cameron kicks 1.
Yep.
Philthorpe kicks 1.
Yep.
Fogarty kicks 1.
Yep.
Tex kicks 1. Stengel kicks 1. Rankin and Danger. That's $3.29.
That's
So
great.
that's 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah, awesome.
So that's 3. So I've got to zero it into 1, commit to it. I think I like the first one
Yeah,
the
the
best.
first one, definitely.
Philthorpe, Cameron, Rankin, $3.19. That's what jumps out at me.
That's a ripper.
I really enjoy that. And I reckon we get rolling.
I know also Fog 2 into Jez Cameron 2 also pays 3 to 1.
Okay.
So?
Is the Dope Thursdays a Chisler?
Yeah, I think we're going to combine it. Because I don't lose Chislers, but I lose
That's
Dope
right,
Thursdays, so
and
I'm trying to...
God help us, you need a Chisler.
Yeah, Dobes Chisler.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's for that game. It's going to be awesome. Any other bets we're looking for? This is going to be our first night. We're going to be excited when we're there.
We will get excited.
I feel we're seeing goals great. I'm not seeing possessions or touches great. If you're on fire with the disposals of the game, comment on the YouTube who's getting disposal in this game. How many's Jordan Dawson have? He had 25. Is that one of those games where he has like 34 and dominates, or is it a bit quieter? And
He's
a bit
tough to
more
bet
like
on,
a 20?
Dawson.
Rankin sort of gets around 20. Sometimes Matty Crouch is back, So who's on fire with touches?
Yep.
Bailey Smith, will he have 25, 24? You could see him get 24 and we lose a multi.
Yeah.
I just like betting on goals at the moment, to be
Well,
honest.
and just on goals, Adelaide's defense a little sus. Just a touch.
I don't. Yeah, they are. They are.
And I think
they're
we need
just
to look
they're
that way.
competitive dogs. That's why I love Shannon Neal to kick 2.
Yep.
What do you have?
Wheelchairs for Shannon.
Neil 270.
Wheelchairs for Neil.
Brad close for 2 at
Yep.
450.
Yep. Cost
Ollie
me last
Dempsey
week.
at 650.
Kicks it every week.
Sean Manor could easily pop up and kick 2 at
He could kick
375.
3.
He did.
He's in the final.
Port Adelaide when they bounced him that final.
Brian Myers is 750 for 2.
That's a good.
See,
bet.
this is the value Dust.
Mate, there's a billion bets here. Boys, I reckon that's our first and best ramble so far for a Thursday night. This has been
started well,
awesome
I must admit.
because we don't have to talk about the Blues who suck. Boys, let's get into the next one. Collingwood, Sydney, Friday night. Another little stat I got for you, Jeff, which I absolutely love. So early in the week, the line was 8.5, the Swans were getting. So we're not having any Schultz. we're not having any DeGoey and no Houston. And I think it's coming to 5.5, or it was when I checked before the show. The underdog has covered the line each of the last 6 night matches between Collingwood and Sydney. Sydney are getting the points. So the last 6 times, whoever's the underdog is in a night game has won. If you cover that. So for $1.90, Jev, Sydney, 5.5 points we're getting.
Boys, I think the Swans are an absolute lock.
Do you actually?
I think they're an absolute lock.
No DeGoey, no Schultz,
No DeGoey, no Schultz, no Houston. Yeah. James Jordan is going to go straight into Nick Dacos with a pair of handcuffs and absolutely clamp him.
Hold my pocket, pretty.
He's going to absolutely clamp him. So this is another one I made on PointsBet. Have you seen this one?
I did see it.
It's on the 100K Hub. Dacos versus Jordan. Right? It's Dacos lovers versus Dacos haters. You can call it whatever you want. So for Nick Dacos to have 31 goal and Collingwood to win, you're getting $5.39.
Which is good.
Which is good. If you're a Collingwood fan, you're like, he's the GOAT. I'm having $5.30. Yep. If you're a Swans fan, like me, I can't believe we got 11-1 for this. So Dacos,
or if you're a tagging fan, by the way.
If you're a fan of taggers. So Dacos' line's going to be about 27.5.
Yep.
I reckon he's a little bit banged up and sore.
Yep.
I reckon he's not 100%. Nick Dacos, under 20.5 disposals.
Yep.
And the Swans to win, you get $11.
That's juicy.
11. I am gobbling that up.
Are you what?
Gobbling that up. I just think the Swans are winning. The Pies can't stop the firepower of Heaney and Warner. They did it to them twice last year. They just couldn't stop Isaac Heaney. They couldn't stop Chad Warner. And we can stop Dacos. They've got no Houston now. They've got no DeGoey. They've got no Schultz. They've still got some game winners, not enough.
Yep.
We're going to do them. We're going to win head-to-head. We're going to win outright. But if you want to take the Swans outright with some value, you take Nick Dacos under 20.5. You take that $11 and you enjoy a couple of Imperials on the hill.
I love it.
I just love the odds. The odds.
It's a worth a tenner.
Yeah, it is.
That is worth a tenner.
It's a $5.
I think the Swans should. I think this should be pick'em.
Yep.
I don't know why Collingwood are favourites. I'm sorry.
I don't think
we're just clear. We're better than them.
I don't think they've taken into account the outs. I think they're big outs.
Yeah, so it's gone from 8.5 points to 5.5 points. The line.
That means they're only saying that
They're
Houston's
worth 3 points.
A point each.
A point each. Yeah.
Which is bizarre.
So it says the money's going on the Swans. Jeez, I like them.
It's bizarre, isn't it? As I said, hey, you back the cover team.
Good Thursday night and Friday night games. Like, shout out to the schedule.
Mate, I'm really excited for all of it. It's going to be cracking weather. It's pretty much shorts most weekend, maybe a jumper.
So many Imperials.
If you're going out, maybe put some pants on, have a shower, go home, have another chicken salad sandwich. Speaking of chicken salad sandwiches, so if anyone doesn't know, it's a bit of a protein meal. So we're going to find these zingers again where we went there.
Yeah, we will.
How many chicken salad sandwiches do you reckon we're going to have?
What's the line?
Well, without forcing it, making it eating comp, but if we go past, I'm going
to set the line at 14.5. 5 each.
Shit.
One a day.
No, you're going total.
Total.
Yeah, go
Thursday,
individual.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably 2 one day equals 5 each.
Okay.
5 each.
I reckon I'll probably have
15,
5.
14.5.
Yeah, I think 5.5.
I definitely reckon it'd be one a day.
Yeah, I would take the over on the 5.5.
It's like brushing your teeth. Like you just when you're in Adelaide,
shave, sing.
You find the bakery,
Yep.
get the chicken salad sandwich. They're fresh first thing in the morning as well. Jev, what else do we have to get through?
The goals galore multi. The last 2 weeks, I've had this big forwards multi, and I've been getting thank you'd like I'm
Jesus
Christ on
Jesus
a
Christ of Nazareth.
Good Friday. So 2 weeks ago, I got a couple of blokes to combine for 20 goals.
Yep.
Hit 9-1. Last week we did it again. It started at 650. It got bet into $3.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah, it's still one.
It got bet into $3. I've made it again. But I didn't like the odds last week, so I've shot for the moon here.
Yeah, I like
Shot for the moon here. We're getting 15-1, and the punter's going to love it, but it's going to take a lot. But you say how many goals they're kicking, and we'll add it up at the end. You add it up as dust goes. Ben King,
4.
Larky,
3.
Kerno, 6.
We'll go for 4.
Like
5. We'll meet in the middle. 5.
Sam Darcy,
3.
Charlie Cameron,
3.
Tom Lynch,
1.
Josh Tracy,
4.
Jesse Hogan,
4.
Mitch Georgiadis,
2.
Nick Watson.
2.
How many's that, Lou?
2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 14, 17, 22, 25, 29.
I think it was a bit. I think you missed 2. I think that was 31. Dust just said.
Yeah.
31.
Do you go 2 for?
I've got them to combine for 35 goals
Nice.
at 15 to 1. Yeah, at 15 to 1, 35 goals. So it's going to take a stretch. It's going to take a lot of goals being kicked, but it's such a just for $10
Yep.
into 150, and it's all weekend long. Well,
This
it
is
starts
all
Saturday.
on the PointsBet app, and then
Or
you go the
can only-
100K tab.
You can only get on the PointsBet app.
How
Goals
good
score.
is
It's hit the last 2 weeks. I've nailed it last week. Jesse Hogan hit it before Tracy and Sam Darcy played.
Even had their warm up, put their socks on,
And
had their morning coffee.
They
Perth.
played, and he'd already hit it.
Nice.
So that was done. So they're the things, and then we got one more. We got one more 100K multi.
Another.
I know you got to get to the end of the show to pick this.
Yeah.
We put a second one on.
Yeah, we
I know,
did.
you can't believe when we say this, but me and Dars were saying this is just like
Sharks in the water, Morgs. We went through like the games. Jev would just read it out and would say what.
It's just like, what do you think's going to happen this weekend?
comes to your
And we'll
mind?
just go bang.
So what,
Things-
what do you think will happen, Multi?
What do you think? Like, what we think's going to happen?
things that we agree on. We said bang.
Basically,
Murphy's Law.
turn to 100.
Everything that could happen will happen.
Murphy's Multi.
So North Gold Coast.
The Murph.
Ben King-
Comment Murph.
If you made it.
No, you got to comment that. Oh, yeah, anyway. Second 100K multi. Ben King 3, Bailey Humphrey 1, Gold Coast to win.
Tick.
I think Gold Coast just do North.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Second one, Charlie Curnow 4, Pat Cripps 30, Carlton to win.
Yep. Have to
That
bounce
just
back.
has
game.
to happen.
Yeah.
Cripps had 16 last week.
Yep.
Remember last year when they went to Perth with no players and Cripps just put them on their back, carried them.
Fair.
Next game, Brisbane beat the Dogs.
Yep.
Charlie Cameron 2, Hugh McCluggage for 20.
Yep. Baghdad here.
That's nice.
Are you happy with how we're rolling so
It's a
far?
war
like it a
zone,
lot.
Morgs. You locked in?
Petrarca anytime.
Yep.
Nick Martin anytime. Zach Merritt anytime. Cozzy anytime. 2 Melbourne, 2 Essendon.
Goals.
Goals.
Perfect
Just
weather.
goals.
Gold Spurs.
You just kick goals on Adelaide on Saturday night. You wake up Sunday. Caleb Sarong 30.
Yep.
Freo to win. This is a bit of a white whale. Our man Das, Isaiah Dudley
Yep.
for 2. Against the Tigers, he's a small forward. He's kicked one every game of his career.
Kick 2 in 10 minutes.
Can
His
he
first
pop,
game.
yeah, can he pop up for 2? It's $3.75 for him to kick 2.
Yep.
Bit juice.
Jesse Hogan for 4.
Yep.
The Giants to beat the Saints.
Yeah.
Jesse Hogan for the Giants to beat the Saints. Norwood over to runway straight to Jesse's hands.
Bang.
Good.
Hawthorn to win. Nick Watson for 2.
Yep.
$10, 20 gets you 100 grand.
How's
That's
this?
the
That is
second 100K.
incredible.
It's some match results. It's best players being best players. It's a bit of a risk with Isaiah Dudley.
That's
that's
just
it.
Dudley being Dudley.
It's a small forward being a small forward. That's our second 100K, and it doesn't start thin when we get nervous. We want to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we're just rolling.
Post that on the Patreon.
We
Yeah, we
will
will.
be.
Yep. Murphy's Multi.
Yep.
So I actually Googled Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will.
go wrong.
So if anything can hit, it
Will
will.
hit.
If anything can go right, it starts right and it stays
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Pick 'em right.
Exactly.
Murphy's
Okay.
Multi.
Comment Murphy.
No, you're commenting what the over-under of the zingers are going to be.
And both.
Murphy's multi
6.5.
19 and a half.
Thank you very
It's
much.
combined. It's combined.
Okay.
Not individually.
Because anything
But you
will
can-
happen.
Do you get the flexibility like points bet? Do you get the 20 overall and I just knuckle 12?
If you can nail each of our individuals and then you get the combine.
This is bad pod.
No,
Have
this
you got
is
the
good.
roller multi to finish
I
the
actually
pod?
do.
It's the
rolling
multi.
Tracy for 3 at $1.80. Been in every rolling multi and hit every week.
Yes.
That's
Freo
good.
first quarter, Das. Well
Yes.
done to you.
I
Hey, really
love
well
that
done to you.
pick.
$1.33.
Thank you.
Say so would anytime. $1.40. Guinea 2.
Yes.
4 legs, $7.56.
Nice.
I reckon that's a ripper. You know what? I'm getting that on 100K hub. It's rolling multi getting on the 100K
Oh,
hub.
wow.
Yeah. So if you're on points bet, hasn't been done before. If you want the rolling multi, you want a small
I'll put it on right
And
now.
when you
I'll
read
start
it
talking
before
to
you
it.
click on it, I just want you to imagine in your head. It's the rolling multi.
Yeah, that's my favourite one. I had a bad start with the rolling, but it's all about to come together, Das.
If you guys don't reckon we have fun, that's it.
It's a hell of a show.
What a show.
Get your predictions in.
It's 10:23 on a Tuesday night. This is fantastic. Blues by 10
Points or 10 goals?
10 points. Let's just get a win. Let's just get a win.
Swans just win. Swans are a lock of the weekend, and they're underdogs.
To the cummy.
It's the rolling chili, baby back ribs.
See you next week. See you at Adelaide. Bash.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.